like uterus maybe.
Correct.
Right there.
Yeah, I agree.
But it doesn't look very. So what I might.
She's pregnant!
Body.
Yeah,
Body.
big heart there. There's.
Do we have some stills of it too? Alright. Let's keep this
It's
short.
on the bench.
I think Denise is getting it. Anything else is good.
Can you pull?
Where are we going?
Oh, is that another baby?
There we go.
Alright. What about, what else do we have?
Anything else going on?
Literally the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
Like dog.
Yeah.
There's only one other raised one. Actually, not rubber nets. The blue bucket. Well, but then we.
Here at Discovery Cove, we are so excited to announce the birth of our brand new spotted eagle ray pups. Here at Discovery Cove, we are so excited to announce the birth of our brand new spotted eagle ray pups. Although we regularly do health assessments on our animals, we were a little more excited about this particular exam on our spotted eagle ray female because we had a little suspicion that we might actually have a pregnancy. Although we regularly do health exams on our animals, we were a little more excited and anticipating this particular assessment on our spotted eagle ray female. We were suspecting that she might be pregnant due to the increased eating that we were seeing and just her body shape in general, as you may see in any other pregnancy. While doing our exam on our spotted eagle ray, Narina, the vet team did an ultrasound, which is a pretty regular tool that is used for assessments on animals. During the ultrasound, we actually were able to confirm that she was pregnant, and we were able to actually see the baby within her. During the sonogram of the eagle ray, the vet team was actually able to visualize the pup and see the heartbeat so that we knew that we had a viable pregnancy. As part of our care for our animals, we closely monitor the amount of food that they take and also watch them to make sure that they're looking healthy. With our pregnant spotted eagle ray, we monitored her feeding and health extra closely as we wanted to make sure she was getting the nutrition that she needed and that everything appeared to be going well from our observations during the pregnancy. Once we confirmed that Narina was pregnant, we did very close observations on her and took very close records of her feeding and her behaviors. We did not do any other physical exams on her until it was closer to the birthing time and we felt that we needed to see how things were going. Through our observations of Narina through her pregnancy and knowing the timeline of the ultrasound that we had done, we determined that the pregnancy probably should have ended in a birth at this point. So we had the veterinarians come over and do an exam on her to make sure that everything was still going well. And during the wellness exam on Narina, it was determined that she actually was full term and ready to give birth. And to our surprise, there was more than one pup. So after the birth of the two pups, we took them over to a nursery pool where we could observe them closely and make sure that they were beginning to feed well. So the next steps to acclimate them to come back to the Grand Reef here at Discovery Cove is to get them eating from the hands of their caretakers so that we're able to monitor their feeding very closely and make sure that their wellness is great. The care and wellness of our animals is our top priority here at Discovery Cove, so we want to make sure we do the best things for these new pups. So we'd love to have you come out and meet our new family members here at Discovery Cove. So come see them in our Grand Reef. Our next step will be to reintroduce them back to the Grand Reef here at Discovery Cove. So we hope in the very near future you'll be able to come out and meet them. When spotted eagle rays, like other sharks and rays, are born, they actually are completely independent and do not rely on either of their parents. The significance of the birth of these spotted eagle ray pups is not only important for us here at Discovery Cove, but the whole zoological community, as these animals are part of a species survival plan.
When the animal care specialists here at Discovery Cove notified the veterinary staff that Narina's abdomen was looking very distended, we wanted to schedule a clinical evaluation to make sure everything was progressing as expected. The animal care specialists here at Discovery Cove have a very close relationship with our animals, and they observe them very closely over time. So they were best equipped in order to notify us that we needed to do a more thorough health evaluation. So once the animal care specialists notified us that we needed to perform a more thorough health examination, we performed an ultrasound, confirmed that the pups were doing well, and much to our surprise, she actually started to give birth during that procedure. Because the pups were past their due date, they were quite large, and making ultrasound identification difficult. And so when she did start to give birth, we were very surprised to see 2 tails, and 2 pups were born that day. Because we were all there and Narina was in our arms, once she started giving birth to her pups, we were able to gently help her along and able to assist that birth and bring those pups into the water and monitor them safely. Although eagle ray pups are generally born very independent, sometimes they need a little bit of help from their animal care specialist to navigate their new environment. I was incredibly excited to be able to help with the birth of 2 eagle ray pups, and as a veterinarian, it's been a lifelong goal to assist in conservation through the species survival programs here at SeaWorld and Discovery Cove. As a veterinarian, it's a great honor and incredibly exciting to be able to contribute to the growing knowledge base of eagle ray reproduction and to be able to pass that information along and share among other zoos and aquariums that are involved in the species survival program.
The Species Survival Plan, or SSP, is a program that's put together by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and the ultimate goal of the SSP is to develop populations of animals that are healthy, diverse, and sustainable within the zoo and aquarium group. As members of the SSP, SeaWorld and Discovery Cove are in a unique position to be able to provide quality habitats and husbandry for this species, and that's clearly demonstrated in the fact that the animals are now mating and producing offspring in our habitats. The SSP for spotted eagle rays is significant because this species out in the wild does have certain pressures on it. Not only from bycatch, it's also a species that does have natural predators and so on. And we're also constantly looking at the natural environment to see what conditions are changing that may adversely affect this animal. Well, the significance of the birth of these animals to the SSP is tremendous because this is exactly what we're trying to achieve. This literally is growing the population. Our goal is to, through healthy practices, through diversity and sustainability, to create a conservation program within zoos and aquariums for this species. And having animals born at our facilities is a huge step in that direction. Once the pups were born, we transferred the animals over to SeaWorld. And the reason we do that, it's really important to transition the animals into their first foods. Now what that involves is we'll take something like a type of clam that we buy from your local seafood shop or at the grocery, and we transition them into more of our traditional cut foods, which we supplement and fortify with vitamins and minerals. SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment is dedicated to putting time and effort into this SSP and into this species. The care and well-being of this species and furthering the sustainability of this species has a global impact. And our goal here is to do everything we can to help facilitate that. Well, I'm truly honored to be a part of this program, the SSP, as well as the SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment family. The work that we do here has a tremendous impact on the animals in the wild, so you truly can see them here and then we save them there.